Hi, Year 2. So we're still working on our toy shops. Our next step is going to be to make some shiny packages to go on the floor in our toy shop because it's a bit empty down on the ground down here. So what I asked you to do was see if you could find any small boxes or even like small bits of kind of like trash really that you can wrap up to look like some kind of present. Now, I thought about how we were going to do this and I actually decided that the easiest way to wrap up your presents might be to use this thing called aluminium foil or tin foil, sometimes we call it. You don't have to use this. You could use any kind of paper you've got at home, but I'm going to demonstrate with this because this is what we'll be doing in class. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself some tin foil and I'm going to get myself some scissors and I'm going to look at one package at a time. So here's my first package. Now it's actually already shiny, but it's got writing on it and it looks like, you know, clearly it's not a Santa present, it's actually a small package. So I'm going to disguise it with some tin foil. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the tin foil roughly the size that I would need to cover my package. Then I'm going to just have a go at folding up the edges. Now, because it's tin foil, it actually folds really well and molds itself to the shape of your box. So what I would do is I would keep one side really nice and shiny. So that would be the underside when you begin. And then have this area to be kind of the more scrunchy one. Now, I've got quite a lot of excess tin foil here. So I'm actually going to trim that off because I don't need that. And then I'm just going to tidy up my edges. So it actually looks like I've wrapped up a bar of chocolate. Okay, so there's my package. So it looks all nice and shiny and smooth on the top side and a little bit crinkly on the bottom. So when we stick this down, I'm going to make sure I stick it with the nice side showing. Now, the next thing you might like to do is add some maybe ribbon or string or a bow or some kind of decoration to your gift, your present that's going in the toy shop. So for this one, I've just got some wool. So I think what I'm going to do is double it up to make it a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to have a go at wrapping it around. Now, the most straightforward way to do this is just do one knot, and then this is the hard bit. If you know how to tie shoelaces, then you'll be good at this bit. If you're not sure how to tie shoelaces, this bit could be tricky. So you might want to maybe make a bow and glue it on rather than tie a bow, because even for grown-ups, this bit is a little bit tricky. I'm actually going to tie this again. Okay, there we go. So that's representing a package. You might have other things at home, like for example, you might have tissue. You could always tie that around. Let me just demonstrate. You could tie something like this around. Or like I say, you could draw and cut out a nice little bow and stick that on. So let's just tie that around. You could even make little gift tags. You could write messages on them. You can even write them to people in your family, making little pretend gifts for them to go in your toy shop. Okay, so there we go. This stuff is pretty tricky to tie. So something like that with ribbon, wool, tissue, cut out bows, and then when it's ready, you're going to put it inside your toy shop, okay? So that when people look inside, they'll see some wrapped up packages. Okay, thank you, you two.